on. And 1,000 metres to run. Racing now. They all left well. Magna Lee, Miss Flirtatious, the two best out from Golden Fighter, the ex-New South Welshman, going up on the outside as Hang Glider. Final Authority is next, and then comes Famo, who's around, getting back Snippy Witch second to last, and Yeah Righto settles last, about 7 or 8 from the lead. They've got about 6.50 to go, and it's Magna Lee who went through to lead Miss Flirtatious and Hang Glider on the outside. A length and a half further back, Final Authority with Golden Fighter, Snippy Witch and Famo are getting to the outside now, and still a length and a half away. Yeah Righto at the tail. They corner in at the 400. Magna Lee is joined by Hang Glider. They lead by 2 lengths, Miss Flirtatious, Snippy Witch, Golden Fighter. Final Authority over on the inside. Yeah Righto and Famo are wider out. Here's Miss Flirtatious now unwinding, going up to join, who went up momentarily to hit the lead, Hang Glider. Miss Flirtatious getting the better of Hang Glider, then followed by on the outside Yeah Righto from Magna Lee, but she's too good for them. Miss Flirtatious goes on to beat Hang Glider about a length and a half. Yeah Righto. Maybe Magna Lee fourth, but was joined by Final Authority and Snippy Witch. Then came Famo, who couldn't run on down the straight, beat only one home, and that was the Chestnut Golden Fighter. So Miss Flirtatious unwinding late to haul in Hang Glider, who eventually got past Magna Lee. And Miss Flirtatious taking the lead and coming away late. Chris Parnham for Luke Fernie. About $2.01.10 over Hang Glider, who had worn down Magna Lee into the straight. Yeah Righto from last on the home turn. Out wider, finishing in third placing. So Miss Flirtatious, horse number 9. First up is a winner. She's now won 2 or 3 first up. 4-year-old mare, Chestnut by Safeguard, out of Lady Natasha, raced by Fernie K. Doak, and also Miss M. Manfredini. And Chris Parnham getting a win on the board today for trainer Luke Fernie. The numbers are 9, 8, 7 and 1. Interim placing 9, 8, 7, 1. 1 length the winning margin, 1 1/4 second to third. 58.88 the time, 58.88 and 34.7 the last 600, 34.7. So a length margin there to Miss Flirtatious over Hang Glider, the runner-up. Sean McGrunny for Steve Wolf, and third Yeah Righto, Brad Parnham for Brad Graham, and fourth in was Magna Lee, number 1, Braden Garth for David Harrison. 9, 8, 7 and 1. 5th was Final Authority, and 6th Snippy Witch. Down to the mounting yard now. Here's Lockie Taylor with the win of the mare Miss Flirtatious in race 3.
Thanks, Matty, and I'm now joined by stable foreman Brian Carey once again. Brian, great way to start the day. Miss Flirtatious returns in a winning fashion, perhaps not the way you thought the race would transpire. She was crossed early, but perhaps a blessing in disguise because she showed a new dimension to her racing today.
Yeah, that's right, Lockie. She done that in trials as well. They went very fast in her last trial, and I said to Chris, if they go too quick, just have a sit. She's able to do it, and give her a 10 out of 10 ride.
Could that potentially open up a few more windows? She's obviously a winner at 1,200 metres, but coming into today perhaps looked better suited at the 1,000. Could now, with the benefit of this break, we see her out to 1,200 where we might see her at her best?
Yeah, she'll get to 1,200 eventually, I reckon. I'll just leave it up to Luke and see what he reckons and go from there.
How is the boss travelling in Melbourne? Obviously, the stable stars are arriving on Monday. That means he has a few days to have a blowout.
They're not arriving until Tuesday now, Lockie, unfortunately. So
a long weekend.
Yeah, a long weekend for Luke. So they're going good.
And a long weekend for you and the staff. Well done, Brian. And I'm going to catch up with Maria, who... These are your famous colours, Maria. How proud are you of your horses, and Miss Flirtatious especially?
Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't be prouder. She did a cracker of a job in her trial last fortnight ago, and she did the same today. She didn't disappoint.
And how about the boys? How about Brian? The boss is in Melbourne partying it up, but gee, isn't Brian looking good? And how good of a job is him and the boys doing?
Oh yeah, he stepped it up. He's doing the team proud, that's for sure.
Well done here.
Thanks, Lockie.
There's Maria Manfredini after the win of Miss Flirtatious. Also catching up with Brian Carey, who is the foreman for the Luke Fernie yard, who continues to saddle up plenty of winners, Scott. Chris Parnham, he's a man in form as well, and between himself and Luke. They have been a lethal combination over the last month or so.
Bit of pink leopard print too, Lockie. You see a fair bit of that over that summer carnival and all those highlight reels, Wild Bell, Ripcord, and hopefully Miss Flirtatious can continue to have a lot of fun with her this preparation, and she can win a couple more. She's got a beautiful racing pattern, but it was a bit different today after she got crossed by Magna Lee out of the barriers. Chris Parnham joins us now. Chris, probably a mare that most times you don't expect to get crossed.
Not really, no. I was hoping to lead today, but in the trial the other day, one went really quick and she was able to settle in behind them. And then when I was thought I was going to have to ask her too much to lead, I changed my mind and just let one go. Obviously, you're at risk then of getting held up, but I just didn't want to burn her too much.
Top of the home straight, you were able to get out and around heels, and from there she showed quite a nice turn of foot, actually.
She did, yeah. I was a little bit concerned when I had Sean McGrady on my outside because I thought that was one of the ones to beat. So I just had to bide my time and come back around his heels, and she let go with a good turn of foot.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Scott.
There's Chris Parnham combining with Luke Fernie and Miss Flirtatious to make it a winning return here at Belmont Park. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at the trial report from Lark Hill Trials on Tuesday morning with the one and only Taylor Cortland and Digby Beecham.